Hi guys, Rob here with Deluks Gaming. So, I've been gaming for some time now, and when I look back at my gaming past, there are a few highly influential games that still hold a special place in my heart. One of those games was Railroad Tycoon. For some strange reason, I kept going back to it, and I think it had a great deal to do with secretly loving those old-time tracked mechanical leviathans. And I fondly remember scenarios in the game where you were trying to build a train empire in the Wild Wild West, and it was absolutely treacherous. And one of the events that would happen all too often is that your trains would get robbed and stalled on the tracks. It was an automatic process in the game, and there was actually nothing you could do to stop it from happening. But I used to imagine how cool it would be if we could kind of go down and defend our train kind of Old West style. Wouldn't that be cool? And that brings us to Bounty Train. Well, Bounty Train is a very different game from Railroad Tycoon. Everything about it is different. The premise, the gameplay, everything. But I finally get a chance to defend my trains in kind of this old western shootout that kind of reminds me of FTL. It's absolutely fantastic. The battles are great. So we get to do all that while still managing a crew that gains experience as time goes on as we attempt to build a little empire running missions, trading, and fighting our way through the Wild Wild West in our own little train that we inherited, apparently. So Bounty Train was released in early access on August 17th, 2015. It's being developed by Corbie Games and published by Deluks Entertainment. I don't think I've played anything else by them, but I'm not sure. I'll have to take a closer look. I was actually going to do a Let's Play of this on like the 19th of August, like 2 days after the early access release, but unfortunately, I was having a lot of problems with the game itself, but it seems like they've patched out a few things already, which is great. So here we are. We're going to play some Bounty Train. I'm super stoked. Alright guys, without further ado, let's start a brand new game of Bounty Train. Now as far as my expertise goes, I haven't played that much of it, and I kind of like that I'm going into this not playing a lot of it because it is kind of story driven. There is a campaign that comes with the early access version. Now they're talking about opening up a couple new campaigns too as well, but right now you only have one. So it's kind of nice that I haven't experienced it. That way we can all be surprised at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, as far as my expertise in the game, it's pretty minimal. Therefore, well, I know enough to not do the tutorial. We don't need to do that. But as far as hardcore mode, no. Disabling the ability to save and load, I don't think so, because yeah, I'm just not that good. I'm probably still pretty terrible at this. But it's fun. It's super fun. So basically, this is your ship. So if this was FTL, this is your starting ship. Isn't that cool? And of course, you can move around crew. Well, we'll talk about that. First of all, let's just get some of this storyline stuff out of the way. I hope my volume's okay. Let's just turn down. Sorry, I messed with it a little bit beforehand, but I just want to be sure. It just seems a little loud to me, and I hope you guys can hear me okay. So anyway, let's get the story going. So this is Jerome. This is the only thing you can do. This is the campaign. Right at the beginning. I do hope that they eventually open up the game and make sort of the sandboxy kind of thing. That would be super cool. But anyway, I'm really sorry about your father's death. It was very unexpected. I'm sorry about the voices. I can't help myself. How did he die? I don't know too much. I don't know too much, but it was a train accident. Killed on the same railroad he worked so hard to construct. It's sad, really. How did he leave me? I haven't decided what my voice is like. According to his will, you get a wonderful train. That's nice. An 11% share of his company, and $435,000 in cash. We're retiring and quitting the game. I see this wonderful train. Well, let's talk business. After I get my money, I want to sell my shares and a train before boarding the first ship back to Britain. That sounds fantastic if I came for Britain. I should have a British accent. Well, I'm not very good at the British accent, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Your shares and the cash are waiting for you in Portland. Your father's lawyer, Jeremiah Sullivan Black, will make sure you get everything. Also, he wants to talk to you about an issue. Uh-oh. Like a man issue? Like I don't feel fresh? No, please no. I can say, what about, or I don't have money. How will I reach Portland? That's a good one. Are you stupid, boy? You have a train and you need to get to Portland. Can't put two and two together with that European education of yours. Hey, back off. I'm not a very good Brit. What does Jeremiah want to talk about? Don't worry, Jeremiah will tell you everything. I see. Thank you for your tremendous help. I don't know. Now I've got this southern thing going. I don't know. I'm departing immediately. Farewell. Goodbye. We're done. We're done here. Okay, so we are in Portland. So let's just take a quick look at our surroundings. So we have this beautiful, fun-looking, this almost looks like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Game of Life. Remember the board Game of Life? With all this terrain and stuff. It's colorful and it's got these I don't know, it looks like a board game. It looks really cool. So anyway, of course, naturally, these are all different cities. This is all that's been opened up currently with the game, and as they, of course, add to the game, they're going to be adding more of the Western stuff. Right now, we just have kind of the Eastern Seaboard. Yeah, that's it. And kind of the central U.S. Now, I am Canadian, so if I have to look twice to find out where cities are, don't be mad at me. I do know a surprising amount of American or the U.S. geography, but not that much. So don't yell at me too much. And, of course, we start up here in beautiful Portland. I thought Portland was in Oregon. Is this Oregon? That's not Oregon, is it? It can't be. I thought Oregon was way over here. Portland, I guess that's Portland. Okay, so don't yell at me. That's Portland. And, of course, let's just go back here. Anyway, beautiful map, right? Isn't that crazy? And, of course, it doesn't really tell you what you need to do. Well, I guess it does. Talk to Jeremiah Sullivan Black. Now, the first time I went in here, I was like, so I'm looking for somebody called Black, right? But it's all first names. So let's go talk to Jeremiah. Yeah, okay. So, hello, what can I do for you, young man? My name is Walter Reed. Walter Reed, by the way, was a very important guy in the early railroad history. I don't know if you care, but he was. I'm here to talk about my father's will. Nice to meet you, Walter. I have all the papers and the money prepared, but there's more you should know. I'm all ears. As you know, your father had 55% share in the National Pacific Railroad Company. It will build the first transcontinental railroad connecting the East and West Coast. Hey, that's pretty cool. Yes, I'm aware of this. Go on. Your father's idea was a route that would be short and cheap. However, his partner Cornelius Tildernar wanted a longer route. That, unlike the short route, must go through Indian territories and will allow him to receive significant government aid. Tough luck for those Indians, or, sounds terrible, I'm glad it's not my problem. That sounds like what I would say. Sounds terrible, it's not my problem. According to your father's will, the money will be available only when the first transcontinental railroad is finished. He thought this would motivate his children to finish his life's work. How long must I wait? I imagine the project will be finished in a month, correct? Seeing as construction has not even started, it will be several years, maybe a decade. The shorter route, however, can be completed much quicker. A decade? You must be joking. What can I do to change plans? You and your siblings each have 11% shares. Together, you will have the majority vote and thus the power to change the railroad to the faster route. Oh, I'd get paid faster, so sounds good to me. Or, number 2 is, forget all this, I'm leaving this country immediately. Do not push that button, I've done it before, it ends the game. So, I'd get paid faster, so sounds good to me. So there's only one route you can take right now. Okay, I know this is long, we'll just get through this, right? Here are your papers. Some people might be interested in the story. Here are your papers and some money to get you started. You need to finish everything before July 1st, 1862. It's currently January 1st, 1861, so a little over a year and a half, right? This is when the shareholders' meeting will take place in New York. Find your siblings, gather the majority of votes, and change the railroad route. But beware of Cornelius Tilbernard. I can't pronounce that. Tilbernard. Whatever. And other shareholders who may not like what you're planning to do. I know your brother Robert is working somewhere in Boston. Try to find him first. Don't worry, I'll make sure all this is settled properly. Thank you for everything, Mr. Black. Thanks, Mr. Black. All right. So that out of the way, I think that's the most verbose conversation we have right now. So there's a few things I don't quite understand. Oh, I received $750, so we currently have $750 in our pocket. And is that the only one? Yeah, and we talked to the father's lawyer. And it has a nice little thing to keep track of everything here. And we did get experience, so we do have characters. Can I actually click on my character here? Yes, we can. So we can go here and click on our character. We can see all sorts of neat stats for our character. Strength, will, power, agility, intellect, experience, of course. In 200 experience, I guess we get a level. I've never had a level in the game, so that's kind of cool. Hit points, morale, evasion. So I assume that's evasion from being shot at. So I dodge. My dodge skill, I love it. Tells me how much damage I do with our little 6-shooter. So 8.4 damage, range 14.1. Clip size, reload, accuracy, critical chance. That's cool. And then, of course, he has a weapon for melee fighting, and it tells you the damage, speed, critical chance. I have the ability to gunfight. My reload time is 90 seconds. That's a long time to put 6 bullets in a gun, but then what do I know? Duration, 11 seconds. All right, no. And I can heal him from here, and I can also talk to him, I guess, if he's me, so what? I guess I can talk to myself. Whatever. All right, so, and I have a special ability that allows me to shoot my gun better and do way more damage and do more criticals, which is kind of cool. So we can close this mission now because that one's done. We talked to our father's lawyer. So now we have to find Robert, Samuel, Pearl, and Michelle. And, of course, it just pays to talk to everybody in town. So we're just going to do that. We're going to get some of the story stuff out of the way. I don't know how bad it gets later because I haven't played later. Okay, so Frank Workman. Hello, sir. My name is Walter Reed, and I'm looking for my brother. He shares my surname. I just happen to know that Frank's the guy to talk to. He shares my surname and is railroad engineer. Do you know him? Reed sounds familiar. Been spending most of my time in the saloon. Though, so my memory is a bit hazy. Perhaps a small favor from you would help me remember, if you know what I mean. You son of a... Yeah. I can say either what do you have in mind, or maybe I should knock some sense into you with my fists. Would that help you remember? I like that one. Ha! I'd put a bullet through your head before you even laid a hand on me. I ain't afraid of that. The gallows either, seeing as I don't have much to live for anyways. Seek help, friend. Oh, I'm telling him to seek help, friend. Oh, well, I've never hit that before. Okay, so he doesn't remember me. It's fine. I was just here talking to you. So he has a mental disorder. That's great. What did you have in mind? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here we go. So we have to deliver a love letter to Boston. Goals, deliver a letter to Mary, return to Frank. So we have to go to Boston and back. That's an expensive trip. Walter Reed starts his search for his brother in Portland, a city he was known to spend a lot of time in. While asking around, a man mentions he might know, so it gives you a description of what we just, we delivered the love letter to his so-called beloved in Boston to receive more info. Agreed, but only because I can search for my brother while I'm there, right? So, whatever. Be ready to tell me what I want to know when I return. Okay, good. I'm very long-winded, but, I don't know. It'd be nice if it was voice acted, but it's an indie game, right? That's asking a lot. Okay, so there's some other people we can talk to, and these guys will offer us different missions, and I can hire people to travel in my train with me. Now, you got to keep in mind, you only start with 750, but before we actually do that, we're going to go to City Hall. City Hall is a good place to get kind of these basic missions where you can move cargo, which is really, really nice, and they pay really well. Good day, how can I help you? Is there anything I can do for the town? Let me see, take a look at the urgent tasks. All right, so we can deliver 6 piles of steel to Boston within 12 days and make $336 and get some experience. If we fail in the time allowed and we don't do it, we lose $468, so brutal. But yeah, Boston is like 1 city away, so that's not bad. Obtain 3 oil barrels delivered to Portland. Portland is where we are right now, so we'd have to go get oil and bring it here. I'd have to do some research to do that one. It does pay well, though. I'll think about that. Tobacco, obtain 2 tobacco sacks delivered to Portland. So another one where I have to go somewhere else and get tobacco and bring it here. So I'll show you how that works. Okay, so let's go to the map. And I really only want, if I'm going to travel and look for stuff, I'm probably only going to go maybe as far as New York. See these little guys hanging out on the tracks? These guys are Indians, and, well, these native Indians tend to be a little bit hostile, at least at this point in the game. They're very, very hostile. So, besides that, I'd have to unlock these tracks. In other words, I have to buy the rights to use the tracks, because the tracks don't belong to me. Even though the train belongs to me, the tracks don't belong to me. Now, we get one free. We can actually buy this track or get this track for free. We can unlock the road, unlock the track for free. This is it. Your journey begins, Walter. Safe travels, should be safe travels, and make your father proud. I think it's a Russian team, Russian or German that's developing this, so there might be some issues with English. And then to open this one, I'd have to pay $100. I'm not going to do that right now. So really, as far as I want to go right now is Boston. So let's see here. Boston is selling tobacco for cheap. So if you look on the bottom right, I can move myself there. So they're selling tobacco for a better price than average. Right now, they're selling it for $4. See, you'll notice I can buy it in Portland for $8, or sell it in Portland for $8 and buy it for $12. Or in Boston, I can buy it for $6 and sell it for $4, is what it means. Yes, that's right. So anyway, I could buy two loads of tobacco and bring it back here and make what, 380 some bucks? That's brilliant. Let's do that. Was there any oil? I didn't see any oil. No, there's no oil available in Boston. But I will do the tobacco thing. I've never done that. There's gonna be a lot here that I don't do because I don't know. I haven't played that much of this. So we're gonna accept the Tabasco. Go get some Tabasco sauce, boy. Wait, no. Deliver. So we're gonna go get some tobacco. Sorry, that smoking stuff. All right. So and we make $369 and good experience too. And we're going to deliver the 6 piles of steel to Boston as well because we're going that way. Might as well. Perfect. And now we might need some protection for the ride. Now let's just take a look. Oh, there's actually no bad guys in between Portland and Boston. Thank goodness. Now that doesn't mean I won't hire somebody here. So we could hire a gun, or maybe we could take somebody for a ride if they need it too. So let's talk to Simon here. Stranger. So he's hard times looking for a job. He's looking for a job for $310. He will join our team. And let's see what he could offer. He has a 6-shooter and a knife, which is really good. So he can melee fight, and he can fight at range with just a 6-shooter. And he has a special ability to, spelled wrong or spelled incorrectly, increase revolver damage and range. So he has the same ability that Walter Reed has. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But he's pretty expensive, $310 for just a 6-shooter. If you had a rifle, maybe. Teloff will sell us sweetgrass. I don't know what it does for us, but it costs $12. Better safe than sorry. I'll take some. I have no idea what that does for us. We obtain sweetgrass. Great. I don't even know where we keep it. I don't know if we have an inventory here. I'm not sure. All right. And Jacob, hard times. These guys are always different, by the way. Hard times. I'm looking for a job. So $255, and he can offer us. He has a rifle. Oh, that is worthwhile. So I don't know if that's a one-time payment or that it comes back. Like I'll have to pay that again, like once every week or something. I have no idea. That's pretty pricey. For this day and age, that's pretty pricey. I don't know. So I will actually take him, and I'm going to take him because he's got a rifle. The rifle has really good range, and he also has melee weapon, and his special ability is he can reduce his damage, the damage he's receiving. Reduce damage receiving. Weird wording. Should be reduce the damage you receive or something. I don't know. And so it makes him invulnerable for a time. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Actually, I will take him. You are good. Welcome aboard. So you're allowed to take as many people as your cars will allow you to take. So let's just, before we go any further, let's go take a look at the cars. So here is the station, and you can buy different types of cars to add on to your thing. So right now we currently have a cargo car and we have a passenger car. Passenger car can carry one person that is not crew. Every single car can carry one crew member. So currently we can carry 3 crew members total. 1 crew member for the engine, 1 crew member for the cargo car, and 1 crew member for the passenger car. Plus we can carry a passenger as well. So in other words, if somebody's looking for a ride. So kind of cool. It's weird that you can only carry 1 passenger on a passenger car, but whatever. What do I know? And of course we could buy a new engine. I think this is the same engine. It's the DeWitt. Yes, the DeWitt Clinton. Very, very slow, old train, but yeah, does the job, right? And of course, we could buy the other. And there are other things we can buy later, I think, I hope. I don't know, I haven't made it that far. And we already have, okay, so we already have that steel loaded up. They automatically loaded that up. So this is the market. We can actually buy other products to take with us for the ride, as well as, of course, stock up our coal, because we have to have coal to travel. We currently have 10 out of 10 coal, so we have the maximum amount of coal. I don't know if we could carry extra coal. I don't think so. We could take along, so now the steel, if we look at our map here, I hope I'm explaining this okay. I don't know a lot about the game, so steel's, no good, no, I was thinking if we could buy steel here, we could sell it in Boston for $18 per stack, and it is worth 14, so I could buy a stack and sell it and make $4. Woohoo! Yeah, why not? We're not going to run into any opposition anyway. Now let's see if anybody wants to ride. Let's just finish talking to everybody. I know, I get distracted, right? Well, I'm trying to explain everything too. So, Osvaldo. Hello, stranger. My name is Osvaldo Mesa. I need to go to Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo's quite a ways away. He would pay $310 to get him to Buffalo within 26 days. And Buffalo is way the heck over here. Like 4 stops? No way, man! No way. Gotta do better than that. And Ebenezer What's with the names? Ebenezer Hudson. Philadelphia, that is only 2 stops away, but I don't know if I'm going that far. I'm probably coming right back here. So I think we're good to go. We've got a crew member, and we've got Walter, and let's just travel. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any events in between, or at least that I know of. There might be random events too, I don't know. But usually if there's an event, there'll be somebody standing here. Or at least that's what I know because I haven't played the game that much. All right, so you just click on the city and you travel. It tells you how much coal you're going to be using. So we're going to use 4.6 coal. It's going to be 116 miles and it's only going to be 1 day. So let's travel. So kind of like FTL, events can happen on the tracks. And it's so much fun and it's cool when it happens. And I can't wait to show you guys. We're in Boston. Yes, visit it. All right, so we're in Boston. Now I have no idea what to do. First off, did we sell? Or did we buy that? Yeah, we did. So we bought some steel. Let's sell the steel. Oh, no. Wants us to move all 7 of them? No, let's do our, hold on. Oh, I'm here, I'm here concerning the steel delivery. I've got the goods. What about my reward? Okay, so they took the steel. So we could have sold the steel that we were supposed to deliver for this guy and totally screwed them over, and that would have been really, really bad, I think. Let's not talk to him anymore. We got 336 bucks for that. $805. That's really good. And tobacco. Let's obtain our 2 tobacco first before we do anything else. So we need, we might as well, we'll buy 2 for now, because that's what we need for our mission. Buy 2. Great. That goes into our cargo car. And go back to the station. And I'm just wondering if the map changes. So no, there's still no bad guys here. Okay, so perfect. I just didn't know if they would pop up or something. I have no idea. All right, so and what else? We need to talk to deliver a letter to Mary. That's it. Mary. Hello, sir. Please do not stare at me that way. My fiance is a skilled gunman who has taught plenty of men in this city a lesson for disrespecting me. Wow. Settle down, miss. I met your fiance in Portland, and I'm here to deliver this letter to you. Or forget about your fiance and come with me. I'll show you this entire country on my train. I've never clicked on these, so I don't know. Or that won't be necessary and leave. I got to do it. So forget about your fiance and come with me. I'm flattered, but perhaps I should have mentioned that my fiance is also chief deputy of the city. Oh, blast. I think I can call him right now so you can tell him what you told me. Oh, dude, settle down, miss. I met your fiance in Portland. I'm here to deliver this letter to you. Portland? He lives here in the city. Wait, the man who wrote this letter wouldn't happen to be Frank, would it? Yes, he's an older-looking man with a graying beard. He's too old for you. I'm sorry, this must be a misunderstanding. Good day, miss. Okay, interesting. Yes, he's an older-looking man. That filthy man has no shame. I had him arrested in Boston after I noticed him following me. Ever since then, he's been asking people on their way from Portland to deliver me these pathetic letters. Why would you help him? Frank said he'd offer me information if I delivered the letter to you. You wouldn't happen to know what happened to know of a Robert Reed, would you? He's a railroad engineer. I didn't meet Robert Reed, but I recently... Okay, I'm going to stop with the voices. I didn't meet a Robert Reed, but recently there were many engineers here working on a project. One of them was trying to convince me to go with him to New York. I think that's where most of them went. Okay, I appreciate the information, man. Perfect. Okay, so we have to go to New York? Oh, no, we can return to Frank. We accomplished the mission. All we had to do is deliver the letter. Whether or not she responded or not, that's it. All right, so let's talk to everybody here. Perry, he wants to go to Portland. I'm not going to yeah, I am going to Portland, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going back to Portland. Perfect. Hold on, let's go back. Perry, trying to move this along fairly quickly. Oh, steel delivery. We can delete that one. I think everything else is done. Okay, Perry, you want to go to Portland for 90 bucks? We'll see if there's anything better. Gabriella, you want to go to Washington? I'm not going that direction, so no. Jacqueline, you're looking for a job. I don't have any room. Well, I do have room for one more person. What can you do? What? He's a grenadier. He can throw explosives? What? Special ability, smoke grenade that reduces enemy shooting range. Crazy. I had no idea. And of course he can do hand-to-hand. I don't know. I'll think about it. And Ephraim Park, 820 bucks. What can you do? He's also got a rifle, and he's a level 4 rifleman. Increases rifle damage and range. He'd be awesome, but we cannot afford him. We couldn't afford to hire him at all. So, And Philip, what do you want? All right, hello strangers. Yeah, I think it's good to talk to everybody at the beginning. I don't know, until you kind of know who everybody is. He wants to go to Indianapolis. That's the wrong direction. So we're going to pick up Perry here. It's only 90 bucks, but hey, why not, right? Hurry on board. Come on, and we've still got, how many spots have we got available on our train? So yeah, we can only put stuff in our cargo area. Oh, we still got some steel. Oh, right, we never sold that steel, right? Okay, good. So I think that's, oh, right, that's what, you got to click on it to sell it. There we go. But we still have room. Now we have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of cargo, stacks of cargo. And we need to restock our coal. I know it's a little cheaper in Portland, but that's okay. I don't never want to leave and not have enough. That would suck if we had to push the train. I tell you, it's not Walter that's getting out to push the train. It's Jacob and Perry. Before I go, I just want to show off a little bit about combat because I think I have to show it right off the bat. And I know this is going the wrong direction, and it's maybe a terrible idea. I wish I could save and load the game, but the game doesn't allow it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. I want to show the combat because it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so we're gonna actually buy this. We're gonna buy the rights to this track right here, and we're gonna go to New York just for fun. Was there somebody that wanted to go to New York? I don't know. Yeah, I think there was. Actually, let's get that guy first. I think it was Gabriella. No, Washington. No, there was nobody that wanted to go. Okay, so let's show off combat really quickly before we go. Okay, so we're gonna go to New York just for fun, just because I want to show you guys combat. All right, here we go. And I can reload it anyway. That's fine. You can reload after combat if you fail or something, but you can't reload. Whatever. Let's go. Travel. All right. So greetings, friend. Give us. I can just hear the drums. Give us your money. Give us some of your money, and we will let you pass unharmed. We both know there's only one end to this conversation. We can attack him, and it'll reduce their attitude towards us. There's a whole faction system. Or, okay, I don't want any trouble, and pay him 120 bucks, and it makes him like us more. I don't know. You never give in to blackmail. It's just a bad idea. So anyway, so here we go. I turned down the music so you can't hear it that well. I wonder if we can turn it up just a bit. Oops. Oh, I can't adjust. Oh, that's fine. Because the music's really awesome. It sounds, like Old West. So we can pause it using the space bar. And of course, okay, so I'm actually going to pause it right now. So what's happening? So these guys have set up a blockade on the tracks. And of course, they have some things that some obstacles that they can hide behind and shoot at us from. And they're going to try and take the train. And we don't want that to happen. So this is one of many different scenarios that can happen. Of course, you can have guys coming up to you on horseback and trying to take over the train that way. But these guys are these guys are a little bit more, they don't feel like running after the train. They've put something in the road, and quite honestly, a wagon train, I would just keep this thing moving. So there's no point in having this guy continue to feed the train. So we actually get to drive the train. This is where it gets really, really cool. So we're actually driving the train. This is the brake. This is the speed control. I'm not going to hit the brake. Well, I guess we could hit the brake. Whatever. Actually, I don't know. This is a speed boost, which kills all your steam and makes it harder to get going, but it will give you a short boost. Of course, this is your speedometer. If it gets in the red area, you stand the chance of blowing up your train. So don't do that for very long. And of course, your brake. I think I already said that. So yeah, pretty cool. And of course, you do have, whoa. You have a whistle. This is your whistle, which is great. There's no slow speed. It's all, whatever. And it tells you your speed up here. It tells you where you are in relative normal. Well, if you're doing certain missions will tell you where you are in terms of how far away you are from reaching your destination. Because you have, I don't know, it's just, but in this one, it just tells you there's some bad guys coming up. Whatever. Anyway, cool. And of course, all your guys are here. And of course, just like in FDL, you can pause and tell your guys what to do. So Perry, who has he has a rifle as well as Jacob. Jacob also has a rifle. So these guys can start firing right away. So Perry has found a place to shoot. You can't shoot yourself, so that's okay. He can shoot right through Walter. That's fine. And Walter can start shooting. And what's great about Walter actually has... actually, we're going to move Walter one over. There we go. Walter actually, his special ability makes it so that he can do a lot of critical damage really quickly. So we might make use of that right away. Okay, here we go. This is where it gets really fun, guys. And we're going to set up his... hit his big ability here, and we're gonna get Perry actually to come back because he's got a long range weapon. He can actually shoot from the back of the train. This guy, I think he's okay there. We'll see if somebody starts shooting at him, then we'll move him. And as soon as you use all your ammunition, you got to stop and reload so you can actually see them do it. So anyway, here we go. Oh, see, he's reloading his rifle. Walter, oh, look at him go! He's using his special ability. Perry is reloading. So one of the things you can do is, while they're reloading, of course, move them out of the way. They have a stamina bar. You got to watch their stamina bar too as well. You don't want them to run out of stamina. Oh, Perry, it does take a long time for Jacob to reload, so we'll just give him a second. Walter's not being shot at, so we'll just keep him where he is. Perry will just let Perry rest a minute. Now, Perry is a passenger. Somehow he's still getting shot, though. Okay, so Jacob... Actually, we're going to get Jacob to go right here, maybe? Oh, Walter's under fire now. So let's get Walter over here. You can also tell your guys to kneel, so you can double click on them, and they go down. Isn't that cool? So go down. Perry's ready to go. I'm just letting his stamina rebuild. So I think you get penalties when your stamina's low, and of course your green bar is your health. You don't want that to, you don't want to lose that. So have to go, Walter. There you go. Jacob, get over there. Walter, kneel down while you're reloading. I don't know how many... It seemed like he only had one shot there. So, yeah, it's weird. The mechanic on how the ammunition works is weird. Okay, Walter, you're good to go. Sorry, I'm not playing this very well. Oh, Walter, we can actually move you up here, I think. Use your special ability. No, not quite. So these guys are doing okay. Perry doesn't have much for stamina, but he wasn't really built for this kind of combat, I don't think. Whereas Jacob's my man. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. I think that's it. Did we win? Yeah, we won. So yeah, in some missions you have to keep the train moving, and you blow the whistle to scare the horses, and of course guys can board the train, and the train can catch fire, and use your guys to put out fires and stuff. It is so cool. So cool. Definitely a lot like FTL. It reminds me of that, and I think this is going to be a great Let's Play, and I can't wait for more. But in the meantime, I think we're just going to call this an episode, and we'll see you next time. Take care.